Ford coupe. She had a racing Cayman and a supercharged. Look at Buddy, hot rod at large. She's a hot rod. She's a hot rod. She's my hot rod.
Don't forget to get out and go to these places over the weekend. There's some great stuff going on. If it doesn't rain again, oh my God, it's all it's done is rain every weekend for forever. This has not been a fun summer so far. I demand we have our summer back. I want some temperature and I want some sunshine. And come on, give us a break, will you? We're going to talk. Oh, we got a call coming in tonight or this afternoon probably from the US 66 racetrack, the Dirt Oval. We're going to talk to Bill Downing, the guy that runs the PR there. They got some great stuff going on this weekend, and then next weekend they got Tony Stewart coming out for a dirt race. So it should be a lot of fun. This is going to be a great thing to talk about. He'll be calling in around 5:30 or so. In the meantime, I got some more stuff to tell you about our car business and the national wonderful things that are going on. Not wonderful. A Jeep Wrangler owner, and there's a lot of you out there. Man, Jeep Wranglers are popular. Claire Reynolds of New Jersey has filed a suit in federal court that alleges that FCA Chrysler built Wranglers with a front-end defect that creates a severe wobble in the steering wheel at highway speeds. The suit was filed in Detroit and involves 2015 through 2018 Jeep Wranglers and claims FCA failed to warn prospective owners of the potential problem. They nicknamed it the death wobble. Oh, God. FCA says it has no comment at this time. I even called on it because you know what? I've seen this in my shop. I've seen this particular problem, and to fix it, we put what they call a steering dampener on the car. It does not have a steering dampener, and we put that on there, and it goes away. So, Jeep, pay attention. A dealership software provider, it's called Dealer Built, BILT. They're based in Iowa, and they have reached an agreement with the Federal Trade Commission over a 2016 breach of customer data that allowed a hacker to gain access to the personal information now stored by 130 dealerships. Yahoo! Or about 12.5 million people have their personal data compromised to this thing. Ooh, you talk about bad. Details of the settlement are sketchy, but for sure, Dealer Built is going to take many more precautions in the future and will be monitored by the FTC from here on out. Well, you know what? I can't imagine any car dealer saying, "Hey, I think we'll go with Dealer Built next time." Oh my God, they let the dog out on 12.5 million people. Those people got to be incensed. They got to be crazy. Holy camole! Well, you know what? I got bad news. There's been many headlines this week about the UAW organizing effort in the Chattanooga Volkswagen plant. We've been talking about this for months, you and I. Well, the Friday bottom line is that workers have rejected the UAW yet again. They voted it out. Much like in 2014, it was the vote went 833 to 766, and they had a 93% turnout. So guess what? Apparently, they don't want that union. Don't ask me why. I think that's just crazy. When it comes to the union, I like the training. Maybe they're getting all the training. Maybe they're getting all the things that the union gives them. And then again, maybe they're not. You and I don't know. I mean, I'd like to go down there and find out because I got to tell you, I just think the union is a better move for anybody that wants to run a dealership. I mean, a car plant, a manufacturing plant. All right. We're going to take a little trip around the world now, you and I. Volkswagen and BMW are among the investors in what Europe's biggest lithium-ion battery plant. That's what is Europe's biggest lithium-ion battery plant. Easy for me to say. In Sweden. Volkswagen said separately that it was buying 20% of the shares of Northvolt. That's the name of the company, and is setting up a combined venture with the company in a battery cell plant in Salzgitter, Germany. Never heard of it. No news yet on BMW's involvement, but Northvolt claims to have orders, get this, from between now and 2030 totaling 13 billion battery units. Hello? Think about that. How many batteries is that? I mean, I don't know how much. 13 billion batteries. How much money is that? Oh, big dough. Hey, it is what it is. I like it. I mean, you got it. The whole thing is the electric business, the electric cars, they're here. This is what it is. And the autonomous driving, don't hold your breath because you're going to miss it. And don't blink because you're going to wake up and find out it's all here. Meanwhile, in Asia, specifically Vietnam, a real estate conglomerate called Vingroup, JSC, is rolling out its new VinFast model to challenge Toyota, Ford, and Honda in one of the world's fastest growing economies, which is Vietnam. The VinFast rollout, a hatchback named Vadil, will be priced at $394.5 dong, or $16,900. So for under $17,000 or under 395 dong, you can have a car in Vietnam. And the company says it has over 10,000 pre-orders from a year ago. My question is this. If I was to overpay for my dong or my fatal, would I get my change for my dongs and dings? Come on. You got to admit that was funny. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis this week signed into law a bill that allows fully autonomous vehicles that meet all the insurance requirements, if they make the insurance requirements, to operate with no human operator. I'm telling you guys, it's here. The actual autonomous is here. You gotta know that we're on the verge of big changes in the automotive world. You got to know it. Of course, I told you about General Motors is investing big money in Michigan. Well, they made it official last week. They're going to invest $150 million in Flint, Michigan plant. In the Flint, Michigan plant to boost production of heavy-duty trucks. The investment is expected to add some 1,000 new jobs. Well, all I got to say to those 1,000 new jobs, don't drink the water over there. You know, isn't that the place that had the water problem? I think it is. I got to tell you, this whole thing has been very different when it comes to the autonomous vehicles and their testing. And there are so many companies that are really, they're fired up, you guys. This is really, and it's going to be big, huge dollars. If there was, and I'm not sure at my age what I would invest in. I like something that returns the money tomorrow, or Friday at the latest. And because I'm not a kid anymore. I can't wait for that money to get growed. But I got to tell you, there are so many things. Here's an example. Israeli startup companies looking to test and pilot mobile technology are getting an assist from the great state of Michigan. Hello, you Wolverines up there. Recipients of the Israel-Michigan Autonomous Technologies Collaboration Grant Program, wow, say that with a heavy mouthful, will have access to the state's roadways and facilities, including the American Center for Mobility in Ypsilanti Township. For their tests, Michigan's mobility landscape will allow these startups to test and deploy products in extreme weather conditions, which and you and I have talked about, is very vital to autonomous driving progress. It just is. And on the other side of that, GM opened a technical center in the Israeli coastal city of Herzliya in 2008. And Ford acquired the Israeli computer vision company, SAIPS, S-A-I-P-S, in 2016. And then they formally opened their own research and development center in Tel Aviv last week. Since GM got there, dozens of automakers and parts suppliers have followed with their own centers, making Israel pretty much a high-tech destination spot. And let me just tell you, that's where the dough is. The dough is the information systems, the electronics, the sensors, the thought process, that artificial intelligence, whether you understand it or not. And I'm not sure I do understand it 100%, but it's building a computer that can take different variety of problems and sights and senses and all this other thing and temperatures and whatever it sees in front of you and process that as quick as the human brain and fix the problem, straighten it out. Unbelievable. I mean, but it's here. Don't kid yourself. It's here. We talked earlier about the electric cars and the artificial intelligence and the self-driving cars, autonomous vehicle driving. And there's a couple of companies we're going to talk about here in a few minutes that I'm telling you, you saw the thing about Domino's. Domino's is going to be delivering pizzas in all those cities. They're going to start with Houston to start with, and then they're going to have just one store, one driver, one truck. And, of course, you're going to have to tip that driver. You have to tip a truck, or whatever it is. I saw this vehicle. It's ugly. You'll know when your pizza's here. You're going to look out and go, oh, God, what is that? That thing is nasty. But if it's got my hot pizza in it, I think I'll take it. What the heck? I'm not sure how you're going to have to prepay for it, and then you open it up, and then you're going to find everybody else's pizza. Hey, we're going to talk on the car phone right now. What's going on? You're on with the car guy.
So you are scheduled for 5.
Hello.
Hello, Big George.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Bill Downing from the Dirt Oval. How you doing?
Hi, Bill Downing. We were talking about you. I say you got some great stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, I do. My apologies. I got absolutely stuck in a major traffic jam, and I'm here to tell you we got a lot of things coming up at the Dirt Oval. We had a cancellation last Saturday with the UMP Summer Nationals, and that was rescheduled for July 1st. Same classes. It's $10,000 to win for the UMP late models.
10,000 to win.
And
Yow.
the umps are going to also be there, the UMP mods.
Oh, and those guys fly.
Oh yeah, it's going to be really good. The only problem is Mother Nature has wreaked havoc on the Hell Tour so far. They've only gotten 2 to 3 races in so far, and the rest of them have been canceled due to rain.
Oh, I got to tell you, Bill, all the car shows out here have been canceled. And by the way, I was caught in that same traffic jam. Let me just tell you, that was horrible. Oh my God, you get to know your car real well. I was looking at every corner of the dashboard.
With the attitudes around you too, because I tell you, it was quite the show out there on the highway.
Oh yeah, it gets ugly too. Now I understand
really
in 2
does.
weeks.
This Saturday, the 22nd, our Team Demolition Derby Round 2 is going to be at the Dirt Oval. We also have SuperCon Night, which is you're going to have some superheroes. They're going to be at the track, Darth Vader, Stormtroopers, and so forth. You'll be able to have your pictures taken with all these people and these characters. And there's going to be a costume contest. Also, there's going to be the Kid Crashers, where we're going to have some, I guess you can say, little plastic riding toys for these kids to get on. It's going to be like a very small demolition derby down by the flag stand.
Oh my, that sounds cool. And now the following week, we're going to have dirt racing again.
That is going to be the big one. That's the Summer Slash, and that's with Tony Stewart and his All-Star Circuit of Champions, the 410 Wing Sprints, the USAC Midgets. It's also NASCAR weekend at Chicagoland Speedway right next door to us. So it's going to be a big night. We got that on the 29th. NASCAR will be racing on the 30th. And then on the 1st, we have that rescheduled UMP Summer Nationals.
Oh, my. What a great couple of weeks you've got going here, buddy.
It is. I tell you, Tony Stewart was just notified that he's going to be inducted into the 2020 class at the NASCAR Hall of Fame. He's going to be racing the 410 Wing Sprints also that weekend, and he's going to have meet and greets. It's going to be one of those childhood memories that you'll never be able to forget, because this is one of the few people, the legends of NASCAR, that are going into the Hall of Fame that we still have a chance to really see locally.
Oh, yeah. And, he grew up riding the dirt tracks of the Midwest. I mean, he's been around.
Yeah, he's from Columbus, Indiana, and I tell you, he still calls that home. And he really has gotten into the dirt races. He owns Eldora Speedway, and he just loves where he got to start, which was everybody seems to be in NASCAR, and the lower circuits have pretty much gotten their start on dirt.
Exactly. That's where it all starts to begin. That's where the young men grow up into boys. Our boys grow up into men.
We'll be able to see a couple of the NASCAR guys coming over. We don't know how many exactly are going to come over and race, but we know Tony Stewart for sure. Last year, Clint Boyer was sitting on the fence watching the races. So, I mean, there's a lot of racers that potentially could come over, weather permitting, and maybe participate. If not, they'll be in the stands with the fans.
Well, I sure might like to try and get out there, Bill, and you can buy me a soda pop. Come
Well,
out
I
and
tell
meet
you,
some of these guys.
We'll have you up in the box there, Big George, and we'll show you what the Dirt Oval's all about. And, again, we got a whole bunch of events coming up. You can just head over to dirtoval66.com for all the information and give them a call at 815-740-8000 for all the ticket information and so forth. Just some events coming up. We got Monster Truck, Team Demolition Derby. We'll be doing 5 different rounds. We got round 2 Saturday, so it's going to be an exciting summer.
Yeah, that's a big Demolition Derby, too. I've seen that one before last year. It's huge. It's really
Junkyard
great.
Dogs took round 1 on May 25th, and they look to continue their hot streak coming this Saturday night.
Well, I'm looking forward to all these, and I want to make sure that you give us a call whenever there's something good going on. You can call us once a week if you have to, because I want all these gearheads and clutch busters out here in Northwest Indiana and Southwest Michigan to know what's going on 30 minutes down the road or 45 minutes down the road. It's just
right
there, and it's big-time racing. Plus, you're going to have NASCAR. You're going to have NASCAR coming up on the 29th and 30th. I mean, this is the greatest thing.
And we do a lot for charity, too. The 5-0 at the Dirty O, July 20th, that's where local law enforcement get some of the old beat-up race cars, and they'll race around the track for Special Olympics. And
Wow.
I tell you, they've raised a ton of money so far. And we also have the breast cancer awareness night on September 21st. I mean, they do a lot for charity, and they do a lot for the surrounding areas and the community.
That's outstanding, Bill. Well, make sure you stay in touch and keep us posted on what's going on. We're going to take a break right now. We'll be back, and we'll talk more about what's going on out. Bill, thank you so much.
Thanks, Big George. We'll talk to you next week.
Keep us informed, buddy. Bye-bye.